suicide. So what we do with our pen, we just keep it private. But lately I've been living from a different logic. Let's be honest, the most imperfect people are well polished. How I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
My goodness.
Before I wake, it won't be because they bested me. Best believe I was shooting aggressively. Told Bo to pass, protected me. When Bo's passing, attacked me. Somebody got next to me and tried to take my breath from me. You aim too low, bro. I'm sitting in the heavenly. Yeah. I know that God by my side. Everything I'm keeping inside. Everything that's weighing on my mind. I think it's time. I gotta let it go. I've been holding on to this way too long.
I can't hear you, daughter.
Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. I've been holding on to this way too long. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. Yeah, gotta let it go. I never told you I was way too young to tell the truth. I cried so many tears, my pillow top was weatherproof. My pop was absent, so the streets was like adoption papers. Orphan babies did some things, so only God can save us. The pain became a substance I could substitute. Between this alcohol, some booty, and this drug abuse. Before 20, I was warming bottles, changing diapers. Never once did I believe that I could break the cycle.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are coming on, I want you to share this video. Of course, like it and invite all your fellow tribe members, your family members and friends to join us this Monday afternoon. Actually, it's still morning, but we're just a minute or two away from entering into the afternoon. Invite, share, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, IG, all platforms. We are live. It's Monday, baby. Good afternoon to all of you. What'd you say, daughter? Shout out to all our tribe members, family members, and friends, those of you that are ready to beat the brakes off this day and off this week. This is the day, the Monday that the Lord has made, and we're going to rejoice and be glad in it. For those of you that are on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, IG, soon to be LinkedIn, we're just waiting on confirmation and verification. But for now, all the platforms that we're currently streaming live on, I want to say thank all of you for participating and for being a part of what God is doing in our lives and in our entire organizational enterprise. Please share this video. Invite your family members and friends to come on, especially those family members and friends that you know without a shadow of a doubt, they got to get that bag. You got some family members and friends and some loved ones, some co-workers, some neighbors, some children. You might even have some parents that you know need to learn the game of financial literacy, entrepreneurship, business ownership, ministry leadership, investments, and wealth building. These are all of the biblical wealth factors that we have to heighten the awareness on in the lives of the people of God. Now, there are a few scriptures I'm going to share with you today because our discussion is going to be centered around goal setting to financial freedom, goal setting to financial freedom. But one of my most favorite scriptures of all in the Bible with regard to economics is Deuteronomy 8:18. Some of y'all might be familiar with that. Deuteronomy 8:18. The Bible says that God gives you and I the power to get wealth. We want that power. What that power do? He gives us the power to get wealth. God ain't giving us the wealth. He's given us power to get wealth. And what does that power look like? I believe that power looks like financial literacy. That power looks like entrepreneurship. That power looks like business ownership. That power looks like investments. And when we're able to bring all of those biblical wealth factors together, those economic engines together, we can actually get to where we want to get to when it comes to our wealth. Now, again, thank all of you for participating. If you have not had an opportunity to do so, please go to YouTube and subscribe. Mon, where we at right now? Where we at, dog? Where we at? We're at 924. Y'all listen, we have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we at where? 924. We at 924. That means we are what, about 76? We are 76 subscribers away. We're 76 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. We're going live right now on YouTube, but once we hit 1,000, we're able to shift our strategy on YouTube. We have a lot of content that we've already put on YouTube. That channel is full of hundreds of videos that we've added. And so for those of you that are on Facebook, for those of you that are on Periscope, for those of you that are on IG, LinkedIn, whatever the platforms you're on, please tell Lolly Dolly, everybody, we trying to get to 1,000, and we need you to hit that bell to subscribe. Of course, if you're on Facebook or IG or LinkedIn, we want you to follow us. We have over 6,000 followers on LinkedIn, which is a very, very, very big number. And I'm very, very impressed by the feedback that we continue to get on LinkedIn. And of course, all of my Facebook family members and friends, y'all do an amazing job on the daily to support us. Matter of fact, I am looking at some of our feed on Facebook. We got Tammy Peak Williams. Shout out to Tammy Peak Williams Enterprises LLC. For those of you that have businesses, for those of you that have ministries, for those of you that have organizations, I want you to drop the names of those businesses, those ministries and organizations in the comments so we can give you a shout out. Shout out to Trustworthy, Team Trustworthy. We're so proud of what you are doing and all of the lives that you're changing through your digital marketing firm. All right, so today, ladies and gentlemen, we want to take a few minutes to talk about goal setting to financial freedom. I don't know a person on this planet that don't want to be financially free. I mean, everybody I talk to want to be financially free. No matter what you're going through in your life, no matter where you are in your life, there's always room for growth. There's always room for improvement. And the goal economically, all right? We're not talking about just spiritual goals or physical goals or relationship goals. I'm talking about economically. The goal should be freedom. That's what the goal should be, because this is beyond money. This is beyond just getting a couple bags. This is beyond just entering into a new tax bracket. This is about exercising your freedom to do what you want to do, to go where you want to go, to have what you want to have, and to help who you want to help, and to be a blessing to whoever and wherever and whatever you want to be a blessing to. That's freedom. And in order for you to get to this place called freedom, financial freedom, to be more specific, it's going to require very, very, very strategic goal setting. And so today, I want to talk to you about goal setting to financial freedom. Now, before I get into the details, tonight at 7 o'clock p.m., I actually forgot to put that in the comments or the description. I have the link. I got to get that link. Yeah, I'll make sure I do that. If I don't, if we don't put it in the comments, I'll make sure we put it in the description once this video ends. But tonight at 7 o'clock p.m., I'm going to be hosting an amazing free webinar. What'd you say, daughter?
Let them know you're going to text it to them.
Okay, yes. For those of you that are on our email list, for those of you that are on our text list, we'll be sending an email and a text message out prior to our free webinar, which is at 7 o'clock tonight. But this is going to be an amazing webinar, and it's going to be on the power of being a business and doing business. So that's what we're going to be focusing our discussion on tonight during our free webinar. The power of being a business. I want to show you how important it is for you to exercise your power in being a business and exercising your power in doing business. And I've got some very important information that I'm going to be sharing with you. Shout out to Pandora, Chanel, shout out to you. All of you that are on Facebook right now, our YouTube family and our Periscope family, shout out to all of you as well. So let's take a few minutes to discuss goal setting to financial freedom. I got a scripture I want to share with y'all today. I want you to jot down this scripture and really sit in it and let it soak and marinate in your spirit. It's Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. Joshua 1, verse 8. Here's what it reads. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written in it. Here's the clause that I love. I mean, this is powerful. He says, for then, once you take the book of the law, the information, the intelligence, the revelation, the data, and get it in your spirit and observe it day and night. He says, for then you shall make your way prosperous. God wasn't making Joshua's way prosperous. Joshua, by the Spirit of God and by the obedience to God's word, was making his way prosperous. And then you shall deal wisely and have good success. And so that freedom that we're talking about begins with goal setting. And that goal setting is centered around you getting the revelation, getting the intelligence, getting the information, and learning how to contextualize it in a way so that you can actually make your way prosperous, so that you can actually deal wisely in the areas of your goal setting and have good success. And so when we think of goal setting to financial freedom, we got to begin by understanding what a goal is and how a goal should actually work in your life. So goal setting to financial freedom, because of course you want to be financially free. You want to be free to do the things you know God has called you to do, to help the people God has called you to help, to go the places you know God has called you to go, and just to experience the things in this life that you know God intends for you to experience. But it begins with goal setting. So let's begin by defining and describing what a goal is. I'm going to give you a simple working definition for what a goal is, because a goal is simply a dream with a plan. Don't let that go over your head. Prophet Ramon, what is a goal? A goal is a dream with a plan. A goal is a dream with a plan. So nobody has a goal if they don't have a dream, and nobody has a goal if they don't have that dream with a plan. So in order for you to have a goal, in order for you to even begin to set goals, you have to have a dream with a plan. Everybody has a dream. I don't care what it is. Everybody has a dream. We have different dreams, but we all have dreams. The difference now in the dream and the reality of a goal is how you take that dream and connect it to a plan. So a goal is actually a dream with a plan. So how are you going to set goals? Well, you're going to set goals by taking your dreams and attaching to your dreams practical plans. Now, think about the dreams that you have. You have dreams to be debt free. You have dreams to live in a certain house. You have dreams to have a business that's booming. You have dreams to have a church, a ministry, or some type of nonprofit organization. You have dreams to travel the world. All these big dreams that you have. A lot of times we start out with these dreams, but we give up on these dreams because life starts beating us down. Life starts suffocating us. People, places, and things start fighting us and attacking us. And it's not that we don't have these dreams. It's just that we allow them to be suffocated and we give up on them. But today, I want you to come back to those dreams that you had before you went bankrupt, before you got the divorce, before you gave up on those dreams, before you lost the job, before your business went busted. Think about those dreams that you had. Dreams to be a millionaire. Dreams to be the first person in your family to put everybody on. Dreams to send your kids through college without struggling about how you're going to pay their bills. Dreams of just living in the abundant life that you know God has intended for you. Those dreams are very important for you to take them and to begin to contextualize them so that you can connect them to a plan. I don't care how big those dreams are. I don't care how big those dreams were. It's very important for you to take those dreams, contextualize them, and say, you know what? I'm going to put a plan with my dream. I'm going to let my dreams become a reality by beginning to put my plan with my dream. So a goal, simply put, is a dream with a plan. Now, listen to this, because here's a good footnote I want you to take. When you set goals, you actually schedule your dreams. Think about that. When you set goals, you actually schedule your dreams. So a goal is a dream with a plan. Think about that. But when you set goals, you're actually scheduling your dreams. So if you got all these big dreams and you don't put a plan to those dreams, you're never putting yourself in a position to schedule your dreams. Your dreams need a schedule. Your dreams need a timeline. Your dreams need to be contextualized to the point that you don't just see your dreams in your head, but you're actually able to move toward those dreams in your life. Because when you set goals, you schedule your dreams. Prophet Ramon, how am I going to schedule my dreams? How am I going to take these dreams I got in my head and schedule them? By setting goals. By putting a plan of action in place that you can actually live in on a daily basis. So, okay, first and foremost, we've established the fact that a goal is what? A dream with a plan. This is one of the biggest issues that a lot of people have. Not just people who are in ministry, not just people who are in business, but just people who want to change the quality of their economic life. This is one of the biggest issues they have because they don't have goals. In other words, they don't have dreams with plans. It's not that they don't have dreams. They're dreaming about a whole lot of stuff, but they're not putting plans with those dreams, which means they never take those dreams and contextualize those dreams into goals. And so I want to challenge you today. If you do not have a plan that's attached to all of the things that you're dreaming about, I want you to put yourself to the test to figure out what type of plan you need to connect to all those dreams you have. Because the moment you connect a plan to those dreams, guess what you develop? You develop a goal. And when you develop a goal, oh my God, you're able to set those goals. In other words, you're able to schedule your dreams. All right, let's go to my next very important point. Your plans, remember, your goals are dreams with plans. Your plans which are married to your dreams. okay, which make up your goals. Your plans demand three things. Your plans demand three things. Write this down if you're taking notes, or drop it in the comments if you're watching. Your plans demand three things. Number one, your plan demands commitment. Your plans demand commitment. So you're out here dreaming big. Oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I see myself living it up. I see myself traveling the world. Those are dreams. But now I gotta see myself putting a plan of action to those dreams, so that those dreams with a plan can actually be developed into goals. And when I do that, these plans demand, number one, commitment. Commitment. You got to be committed to them dreams with a plan. If you plan on being debt free, if you plan on having a business that's thriving, if you plan on starting a nonprofit, if you plan on ending 2020 strong, if you plan on being better off today than you were tomorrow, guess what? That plan demands commitment. You gotta be committed. You gotta be dedicated to what it is that you are not just dreaming about, but to what you have planned your life for. Your plans demand, number two, consistency. Your plans demand consistency. Here's a very important statement that I regularly make to just about everybody I talk to when it comes to goal setting, and it is this: the things upon which your life depends on the most, you must choose to do every day. Think about that. The things upon which your life depends on the most, you must choose to do every day. Now, something got to be wrong with you if you live in a civilized world and you don't brush your teeth every day. So you just going around with stank breath. I mean, something really got to be wrong with you to be living in a civilized world and you don't bathe every day. Something really got to be wrong with you if you live in a civilized world and you don't put deodorant and perfume and lotion and just the things to enhance your beauty and your presentation. Something got to be wrong with you. Something got to be wrong with you. Most people who live in a civilized world won't even put clean clothes on a dirty body. You feel me? You know why? Because the things upon which our life depends on the most, we choose to do every day. If you know when you wake up in the morning, you taste your bad breath, chances are you're going to brush your teeth. I just want you to see how there are other things in our lives that we choose to do every day, because these are the things which our life depends on the most. And even if our life does not depend on these things the most, our character does, our credibility does, our integrity does, our longevity does, our legacy does. I mean, it's just the way it is in life. And so you gotta start looking at goals. I'm talking about these dreams with plans. You gotta start looking at these goals as things upon which your life depends the most. And that means if my life depends on these dreams with plans, these goals, then that means I've gotta focus my attention on these things on a daily basis. Yeah, I do. So my plans demand, number one, commitment. I got to be committed to it. My plans demand, number two, consistency. It's something I got to be willing to do every day. You know, my day goes better when I start my day committed to the goals that I have already set and the plans that I've connected to those goals. Of course, I'm waking up every day dreaming big. Of course, I'm waking up every day thinking about all the great things that I want to do in life. But let me tell you something. It makes it better when I can dream put plans with those dreams, and then commit myself to those planned dreams or those scheduled dreams every day. Because my commitment is going to lead me into consistency. Because now I want to do something today to reflect my consistency and my commitment to this dream that I have and this plan that I've attached to that dream, which is called the goal. So my plans demand, number one, what? Commitment. Do I have my phone charger? My plans demand, number two, what? Consistency. Now here's the big one, because I'm getting ready to throw some of y'all off. Your plans demand, number three, clarity. Clarity. So now your goal setting has to reflect commitment. It has to reflect consistency. And it also has to reflect clarity. So that means you got to be clear about the goals that you're setting, especially when your goals are financial goals, especially when your goals are economic goals. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. Clarity of goal setting when it comes to your finances or your economics means that you've got to learn to convert your goals from intelligence into mathematics. Like, for example, if you say we got 40 something odd days remaining in 2020, if you say I want to make $10,000 by December 31st. Let's just say that's a dream you have, right? Okay, so your dream is, hypothetically speaking, for an example, your dream is, I want $10,000, just free cash by December the 31st. Okay, that's a dream. Well, that's not necessarily a goal until you put a plan to that dream. Now, in order for you to put a plan to that dream, you got to think about, okay, what do I need to do in the next 40 something odd days in order to net $10,000? Well, one of the first things you need to do is commit. You need to be consistent to that commitment, and then you need clarity. Here's where your plans demand commitment, consistency, and clarity. Because now I've got to be more clear in terms of this goal that I want to set for this $10,000 by December the 31st. And I've got to convert information or intelligence about this 10,000 into mathematics. Because you could just write an intellectual statement and say, I want 10,000 by December the 31st. I'm believing God for 10 grand by December the 31st. I want this by December the 31st. I'm believing God for this by December the 31st. All that information and intelligence is not going to necessarily help you put the right plan into practice, because you got to convert that information and intelligence into mathematics. So now I've got to learn to do the math. Now, before I get to that, let me share this with you. Goals result in, number one, focus. Number two, direction. And number three, technique. Goals result in, number one, focus. So now, when I start converting information and intelligence into math, it results in my focus. Because I'm clarifying what exactly I need to do on a daily basis in order to implement this plan. So my goals result in focus, and watch this, my goals result in direction. So let's just all think about what we want to accomplish by December the 31st. We got 40 something odd days to accomplish whatever it is that we want to accomplish. What exactly do we want to accomplish? Think about it. Some of you need to start writing it down. What do I want to accomplish by December the 31st? And I don't want to talk about all these other areas of your life. I want to specifically talk about the financial area of your life. I want to specifically talk about the economic area of your life. And one of the reasons why I want to do that is because we always use these other areas as an excuse to overlook one of the most important areas, which is the area of your finances. So we want to talk about what we want to do with our health. We want to talk about what we want to do with our physical body. We want to talk about what we want to do in our relationships. We want to talk about what we want to do with our kids. We want to talk about what we want to do in ministry. But we forget some of these areas that we want to do these things in are directly connected to and associated with our financial life. Think about some of the things you want to do physically. Think about some of the things you want to do with your health. Think about some of the things you want to do with your children. A lot of those things are associated to your finances. Because if you broke, you can't do it. I mean, it's just simple as that. And so let's focus on the financial aspect of what you want to accomplish before December the 31st or by December the 31st. Thank you, Tammy Peak. She says, yes, I can understand it when I see it broken down in numbers. It's a numbers game. It really is a numbers game. Because if you're writing all your goals down with words and you're never converting those words into numbers, you might understand your goals intellectually, but you'll never understand your goals mathematically, which means you'll never be able to practically implement that plan of action because all you have is an intellectual understanding of a goal, but you don't have a mathematical calculation of that goal. You got to convert that thing into math. So let's think about, for example, the $10,000. You can write down, oh, I want 10 grand by December the 31st. And you can read that every day. I want 10 grand by December the 31st. I'm believing God for 10 grand by December the 31st. But it don't mean it's going to change nothing. Here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to result in getting focus. You're going to have to result in getting direction, and you have to result in getting a technique. How does this happen? Let me show you how it happens. Let's use 10 grand as the example. By December the 31st, some of you that got pens and papers like I do, you should be writing this down. You should be writing this down, okay? So we have December the 31st. I'll put by December the 31st, and I'm going to put $10,000. Like, this is a real number. Can you imagine what somebody could do if they just had $10,000 in the next 40-something odd days? 10,000 extra dollars outside of what you got coming in already. So let's use this as an example. We got $10,000. All right, the fact that I wrote a number, a dollar amount down is already putting me in a different place of focus, direction, and technique, because I'm not just writing an intellectual statement down saying, oh, I need 10 grand by December the 31st. Or I'm writing a prayer list. Lord, I just need you to work this thing out for me to get 10 grand by December the 31st. Now I'm focusing my direction on this technique because I've got to do the math to convert this information, this intelligence of what I dream about or what I have a goal and a plan on. I've got to convert it into mathematics. So now I could take that 10 grand and we got how many more weeks? We got 6 more weeks in the year. So $10,000 divided by 6 is $1,666 a week. There's 10 grand right there. Some of y'all should take your calculator out. If you notice, a lot of these conversations I be having about numbers or money, I'm always using my calculator because your calculator has to become your best friend. If you're just doing math intellectually, but you're not doing math mathematically, you're not going to come up with the right calculations, which means you're not going to have the right plan of action and the right daily practice. So we got $10,000. That's what I want by December the 31st. Now I can reverse engineer that by 6 weeks. If I divide 10,000 by 6 weeks, I can easily get 1,666. So that's how much I need for the next 6 weeks. I need 1666. All right. So now I'll take 1666 and I'll divide that by 7 days. That means I need 238. I don't know if you can, Ramon, can you see that in the focus? Does it show? That's 238. So in my example, if I need $10,000 or if I dream of having $10,000 by December the 31st, just in my example, if I do the math and divide that by 6 weeks, that means I need 1666 a week. I think it done messed up my focus now. Yeah, you got to go back a little bit. Is my focus clear on now? I'm a little blurry.
You put that at the camera and just knock your whole face off. Are you okay now?
I'm okay now?
Yeah.
And so if I divide that 1666, which is for 6 weeks, by 7 days, that gets me $238 a day. So I started out with a dream. And what was my dream? My dream was $10,000. This is just an example, right? So my dream was $10,000. So I took that dream and I converted that dream from an intellectual dream into a what? A mathematical dream. So now I was able to take that $10,000 and divide it by 6 weeks to see that my dream of $10,000 by December the 31st is actually $1,666 a week. When I divided that by 7 days a week, my dream of 10,000 or 1666 is actually $238 a day. So if I have $238 a day, I'm able to get 1666 a week, and I'm able to get 10,000 within 6 weeks by December the 31st. Now it's easier for me to stay focused and to have direction and to develop a technique around 238 than it is 1666, than it is 10,000. And it's not just an intellectual statement that I'm making, it's actually a mathematical calculation that I've come up with. That's how you start really putting a strategic, practical plan of action to your dreams. So that $238 a day. Okay, well, Prophet Ramon, how am I get the $238 a day then? So here is where you start matching your products and services to what you're mapping in your plan of action. So let's say if you have products and services that you're selling, you have a business, you have a side hustle, or you have a skill set that you know can net you a certain dollar amount. Now you've got to match those products and services with what you're mapping mathematically to see every day. And guess what? This actually helps people to price their products and services better. I think you could price your products and services better when you not start with a price for your product and service, but start with a goal. If I'm making sense. Because if I have a product and service and I know I'm valuable, I know my products and services are good, I know that what I have to offer is gonna change people's lives, but I'm around here thinking, well, I'm gonna sell this for $30. Well, not when I have a goal, because when I have a goal, I might not need to sell it for $30. Guess what I might need to sell it for? Somebody take a guess. $238. Why am I selling it for $238? Anybody know why? I'm selling it for $238 because that's a goal that I have every day. So now my dream that started at 10,000, they got converted to 1666, they got converted to 238, actually got converted to one $238 product I need to sell today. If I can't find one person to buy it, then I just need to go get a job. Just start all over. But see how you can map your plan of action with your goal, but you can match it. You can match it to your products and services. That's how you execute goal setting to financial freedom. Because financial freedom for you might not be 10 grand. Financial freedom might be 100 grand. Financial freedom might be $1,000. So that means if it was just $1,000 you need in the next 6 weeks, then that thousand means you just need $166 every week for the next 6 weeks. That $166 extra you need every week for the next 6 weeks means that you just need $24 a day. That means you got to figure out something to sell for $24 a day for the next 7 days, for the next 6 weeks, so that you can see $1,000. So it's all depending on the goals that you set, which means you got to have dreams with a plan, and you got to put that plan of action together, and you have to match that plan of action with the products and services that you have. How many of y'all got something out of that? Did y'all learn anything from that? That was very, very good. That was very, very good. Now, for those of you that are already a part of our Blueprint program, you may already know this, but just for those of you that may not be a part of our Blueprint programs, we have an entire goal-setting course with the templates, PDF templates that you can actually download and use to set your ultimate goals, your personal goals, and your organizational goals for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year, and ultimately for the rest of your life. And so for those of you who already have your business blueprints, I want you to revisit your blueprint program, and I want you to take some time to go through the power of goal setting. This is an entire course with PDF templates that you have available to use. You can actually print them out, download them, and use them on a daily basis. I highly recommend you to use them because we have to figure out what goals that need to be set that will lead us to financial freedom. I truly believe, and guess what? The Bible doesn't just preach and teach this, but science and this economic system we're in, they're actually proving it, that we're in the greatest generation for the biggest, most like, it is the most powerful wealth transfer that we've ever seen in the history of the United States of America. Economists are estimating that within the next 5 to 7 years, that is between now and 2025 to 2027, there will be somewhere around $10 trillion transferred to this current generation. $10 trillion transferred to this current generation. And so if we don't have goals that are big enough that we can practice and implement through plans of actions on a daily basis, I really think we're going to miss the greatest wealth transfer that this country has ever seen. And I don't want you to miss it. So for those of you that are listening to me, if you do not have our business blueprints, I want you to reach out to us. We just reintroduced an amazing offer that we introduced several weeks ago when we started announcing all of the business blueprints that we had available. And so I decided to reintroduce this offer today, which is a free business consultation for everyone who purchases a business blueprint. So if you have been thinking about purchasing a business blueprint, if you've been contemplating purchasing a business blueprint, but you just hadn't pulled the trigger because you tripping, you ain't got the goal set, you ain't seeing it, in your finances, today would be the best day for you to make that decision, because when you purchase a business blueprint, I am personally offering a free business consultation. That means upon you purchasing your blueprint, you get immediate access to your business blueprint, which is built around the 4 biblical wealth factors that I believe are needed and necessary for you to experience financial freedom and wealth building for you and for your family. That is financial literacy, entrepreneurship, business ownership, and investments. And so when you purchase your business blueprint, you get immediate access to hundreds of training programs. They're all virtual based. You can access it from your phone, from your tablet, from your desktop, your laptop, whatever it is that you're using as a technological device. But once you purchase your blueprint, we're going to schedule a free business consultation. Everyone who has purchased the blueprint to date, with the exception of a few people, everyone has had an opportunity at least to receive a free business consultation. And the feedback we've been getting is just absolutely astounding. I don't think we've gotten no negative feedback, unless everybody lying.
If they lying, that's crazy.
If they lying, that's just crazy. But it just seems like everybody that we've talked to who has purchased a business blueprint and who has received a free business consultation, we've gotten nothing but positive feedback. So many people, because see, a lot of people don't understand this, and I think it's worth sharing again, because I share it all the time. But a lot of people don't understand this. I'm a prophet who happens to be an entrepreneur, a business owner, who happens to be, as Lou likes to say, an expert or a thought leader. That's what Lou says. Lou, yeah, I told you I'm gonna hack him. Lou say I'm an expert or a thought leader in these areas, and so because I'm a prophet, a lot of times when I'm consulting people, God gives me revelation about their finances. God gives me revelation about their business, about their products and services. And that revelation comes out as like a business conversation or an idea, but it's really revelation. Yeah. It's God showing me as a prophet what exactly that person needs to do in order to start, structure, or scale their business, their ministry, or their entrepreneurial endeavors. And so it's an exciting experience for me to see how so many people's lives are being changed and transformed financially and economically. And so for those of you that do not have the business blueprint, come on with it. I want you to text, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, ready. I want you to text, I'm ready, to 404-478-7213. You can text I'm ready to your boy right now. Can they text right now, daughter?
Text right now.
You can text right now. We got the phone on and ready. If you ready, we ready, because we want to help you get to the next level. So for those of you that are able, I want you to join me tonight at 7:00 p.m. I'm going to be talking about the power of being a business and doing business. It's time for us to elevate our game, especially as people of God. It's time for us to take our finances, our entrepreneurial endeavors, our businesses, our ministries, our investments, our wealth building, our economics to a whole new next level. And I'm going to do my part as a prophet and as a prophetic business owner, as a thought leader, as an expert, or as Ramon say, as a Christian mogul. That's what you call it, right? A Christian mogul, as a gospel guru. I'm gonna do my part to help God's people get to the next level. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this live today. Shout out to all of my YouTube family. For those of you that are not on YouTube, please visit our YouTube page. Click the subscribe button so that we can get to 1,000. Wow, we almost there. We're less than 80 people away from reaching 1,000. That's our goal. That's our dream with a plan. And we're executing it every day encouraging you to visit our YouTube channel and to subscribe. Make sure that you like, share this video. Make sure you follow both of our new Facebook and IG pages. The first one is RP Consulting Group. This is our professional consulting group. For years, my wife and I and our team have provided professional consulting in the real estate arena. And we have just recently expanded this business venture into other arenas outside of real estate, including real estate, but outside of real estate through RP Consulting Group. And so we're providing consulting to individuals for their finances, to businesses, to entrepreneurs, to ministers, to ministries, to organizations, as well as to those who are in the real estate arena. And our second page we just launched is, the Next Level Network. The Next Level Network of churches, ministries, and entrepreneurs. This is a apostolic prophetic ministry initiative for the role that I play as an apostle in our nonprofit organization. And so I'm excited about the Next Level Network, which is designed to provide spiritual covering to churches, to ministries, and to entrepreneurs, and to help them get to their prophesied place. So I love y'all. What an amazing Monday afternoon live we've had. I hope y'all learned something today as well. Blessings to you, Tammy Peak Williams. I love you, girl. I appreciate you, and I look forward to conversing with all of you tonight at 7:00 p.m. I'm gonna make sure that I drop the link. Let me see if I can do it right now while I'm running my mouth. How about that? Just like that and in that order. Let's see if I can do it right here, right now. Let me see if I can do it right now. Okay. Let me see if I can drop it on there. I don't think I can drop it on there right now. Can I, Ramon? Yeah. I don't know how to do it. Let's see here. Am I editing the audience or the live video? I'm going to just put it in the comments, y'all. For those of you that want to join me tonight, here is the link to our... Okay, I'll put it in the comments. Webinar, 7 p.m. That's it. So I just put it in the comments. Okay, y'all. So if you'd like to join me for my 7 o'clock free webinar on the power of being a business and doing business, the Zoom link is in